You know, call me a rainbow addict. Still rainbows in the room. I'm feeling pretty good. So here's another journal. I've gone a little farther back for this one, not too far, 9/10/2010. The second of that day, the Mayan day, was 3 deer or hand. And it's a bit of a long one. It's called Collapsing Time. Self-criticism consumed in a violet bonfire. I don't remember these things, so I'm learning here right along with you. I forgot what this says. There is an interesting new flow in the journals. Perhaps you're seeing it. I don't know. If they were just posted chronologically based on the date they were written, these things would be clear. But they're not, so be alert if you want to sense the changes I'm going through. I always provide the original date, the date of the journal, when I upload it. It seems there's a whole new level down deeper within that has been opened or is opening to me. There's an increased focus and intensity that appears. I wonder if you sense it. I certainly do. It's taken me a few journals to begin to really tune into it, but it's coming more clear. How interesting. What else can one say? Okay, what's for now? Oh, I see. What has been coming to me is how, even though we are all entering heart together here in and through these journals, and you're working with them, we haven't gone really deep. Well, there have been a few times, some really special journals along the way. Mostly, though, I've stayed topside here with you, ushering you in. That means I haven't gone nearly as deeply, well, as it looks like we'll be going up ahead. I feel you, you see. I've had this experience down through all the years, the decades really, of writing these journals, of being aware of the readers, the viewers of them. I just sense you, like you're right there. So we jump time with that, enter the simultaneous nature of time, and take advantage of that in this strange way. It was quite strange for me at first. I'd often comment in the journals about the oddness as I was writing it, being aware of the readers, but that was years ago. When it happened again and again, though, and I was clearly in flow with it, and I knew that at some point, I just accepted it. To do that, I also just had to accept that I didn't know what or why it was this way. It was one of those, it is what it is. So by now it has become so very familiar, this pliable nature of time, that I am quite used to having you here with me as I journal and feeling your response. By staying close in heart, I work to help keep you there with me. Light is supportive that way. Well, here's the fun part. The reverse is also true. That means that when you are reading or listening there to these journals, you can have me with you. I can be right there with you. I really can. Time is simultaneous, and if it is, then it is. And it's always that way. So, again, don't wait for 2012. Don't think you are missing something by not having me right there as you take in the journal. Get rid of those ideas, of those concepts around time, those beliefs. Just let them go. One of the ways you can do this is just stay or keep centering in heart there. Be determined. Stay in flow. As you do this, you should quite naturally sense my presence with you. The only thing that has kept you from that up to now is your beliefs around time, what time is. So rather than use the mind to pick apart those beliefs, which is only trying to come up with better ones. Just center in heart. Ignore the mind talk. Center down. You can consciously, as you step into heart there, make contact with me. Just see me with you there. See us seated within your chest, perhaps. Take me along with you as you go through the journal, heart to heart. Try to stay out of the mind with its asking of questions. This doesn't help with anything useful. Just ignore that. Stay in the presence, in the feeling. Stay in the heart. Just be with this. Just be there. That is all. If you're really doing this, you won't even have to reach out to me with your consciousness, with your thoughts. You'll sense me right close. I may seem to be outside of your body, across the room, in a chair, walking around. Just know I'm really within. Everything is. Your mind may objectify me that way for a time until you get used to anchoring deeper within, and this is fine. Same effect, pretty much. Just don't get into mind with it. I'm not supportive of that. It's not in your best interests. So, we've been exploring, maybe for the first time, some practical aspects of the simultaneity of time. Ha! I got it out right. Simultaneity, isn't that a neat word? Rather than just introducing concepts, these have been introduced in earlier journals after all, we're now diving a bit deeper into the within. You'll likely find yourselves disappointed as we move forward to discover how shallow an understanding you've had about many things you thought you understood maybe quite well. When it comes to spiritual things, the mind really gets in the way. It grabs onto them so quickly, then it says, hey, look at me, I got it, I understand, aren't I neat? If we don't trust the mind, what it's saying, then maybe we're on to this. Maybe we catch it, shoot it right down. Don't forget to be regular for as long as it takes with the mantra for mind. Links in the transcript. Let this be a part and evidence of your determination to win over to heart, to tame the mind. Enter deeply within. Okay, what we will be finding again and again is that we have had a superficial mental grasp of various spiritual concepts, of aspects of spirituality. Words will fail me here, often and well, but I plow through anyway, knowing that if you're in heart, you'll just get my drift. The words won't always do it. They never will, totally, actually. They can't, but your heart will. So, best advice, stick close to that heart. This is looking more like a training course at this point. I can see how the groundwork, the foundation was laid. My gosh, with more than 500 videos, I think that is well done. It better be, because we're moving on. Now we're going down deeper, putting the teachings to work in your life in a more realizable way. Be cautious, though. Don't think this is an invitation to mind. It is not. I expect you to be alert, to be centered all the time, as much as you can, even if that is only for short bits. The length of time is meaningless here. Just that you do it, that is what counts. And for every time that you do this, make that heart connection, you are immeasurably blessed. Let this be enough. Let all self-criticism, all self-condemnation go right now, right up in smoke. Let's take a moment here to actually call on the high energy spiritual fire, the violet flame, to come and consume some of this stuff. Okay, be in heart with me now. Pretend, if you like, you are sitting in a chair. A little version of you right there in your chest. You're relaxing there, centered within. Now, I'm sitting with you. What the heck, give me a chair as well. I won't say anything, just be there to support you in what you do. Okay, have you got us together there in your chest? Now, staying heart-centered, look at your life and at all of your tendencies to be hard on yourself. Take a fair look at that. Get the sense of it, what that feels like, what it looks like. Okay, now, there at your feet is an open box. It is empty. The lid is there next to it. See that there? Now, take all of that self-condemnation, every bit of it, grab it up and toss it into the box. Hurl it there if you like, it doesn't matter. It'll stick, it'll stay there. So gather it up, look for all of those tendencies. They're all in the mind, by the way. Grab each one, toss it in, move on to the next. Look back through your life at how you've self-criticized, been hard on yourself. Each vision, toss it in. Grab it up, toss it in. Grab it up, toss it in. Just know you can do this, even if it seems strange. Just gather all of those self-harming things. Toss them in, and when you're ready, place the lid on it there. Close the box. Toss the last-minute struggles in there too. Lift the edge of the lid for this. Now, look over there by your feet on the floor again. There's some packing tape there. Do you see it? Or you might see ribbons and bows and things. Whatever it is, maybe it's the right sturdy kind, duct tape. We're taping those buggers up, sealing them shut. They can't escape. Get it done. Ribbons and bows, duct tape, whatever it is. Get that box sealed. Okay, now look to the floor between our chairs there as we're seated opposite one another and see what is appearing there. The violet flame. Do you see the bonfire that's there? Isn't it beautiful? It's quite awesome and very powerful. Okay, whenever you're ready, I want you to make a call in your heart first before you toss the box in. And if you threw it in already, that's fine. You can still make the call, but stay more in tune with me here. Okay, this is a call of surrender. This is you using your free will in the highest way possible here and being willing to surrender all of this self-critical nonsense that you've been a part of at any time. Hey, in any lifetime even. Why not? Go ahead and expand the call. There's no reason why not. You is you is you. Doesn't matter what body you're wearing. Okay. You are making an act of conscious will, one of the strongest kind of acts there is, to surrender a certain aspect, an unhelpful strategy of life, and you're letting that go. This is to acknowledge as well, you're cleansing yourself of this energy